Well, we are all packed up. You can see our packs behind me and ready to hike out. You wouldn't know it from looking now because the site is empty, but we actually had 7 tents on this little campsite last night. We're just, I don't know, maybe 150 yards from a little stream, and I hear there's an even better one a little bit further down going south. And so we had some water, had some nice, a little bit slopey campsite, but it worked out okay. And had a slow day yesterday, so I didn't film a whole lot, but Try, as you know, is coming back from a concussion, and my knee has just been killing me. So my left knee is messed up and my right ankle is pretty sore, so I've been going just about as slow as she is. We did, coming out of Portland, a really steep climb, and I think it was about 5 miles in 5.5 hours. We just took our time. We said we're going to do Zen hiking, practice the art of Zen hiking, and I think we accomplished that, so that was good. And then continuing on south today for about 8 miles to PA 183, where we're going to get picked up, and then I'll be heading back to Port Clinton. Unfortunately, that is going to leave me another little gap. I'll have about a 20-mile gap between Swatara Gap and 183 that I'm going to have to come back later and fill in. Just a couple things going on. I had planned about 3.5 weeks out, and I'm cutting that down to not quite 3 weeks because of some family things and the way that I'm feeling. I'm just really kind of concerned about the pain in my knee getting worse and worse, and that it's going to slow me down more. So I'm taking it day by day right now, and hoping that it gets better, but at the same time I don't want to do any permanent damage, and I would rather leave a couple little gaps and come back on I told try a hopscotch road trip where I come in and just fill in gap to gap through, PA, and it's not a whole lot. I mean, I can knock it out in a week and then get up to Vermont and do my other spots, but I'm not sure when I'll be able to do that. I'm just, like I said, taking it day by day, happy to just be out on the trail. And, every step adds up to feet and, yards and miles. And eventually, someday, I'm going to be done with this trail. I just don't know when that's going to be. Well, we are finally ready to start hiking. Just got our water for the day. It's been super hot, and water's been kind of hard to come by. And I am still just struggling. My knee tends to get better during the day, but this is the offending knee right here, and it's like somebody's putting a knife right in the inside as I step. It just feels like a stabbing pain right into the side of the joint, which is not fun, but I'm using my trekking poles a lot to help with the weight, and then I am praying that as I walk it'll get a little bit better so that I can get these 8 miles in today. And then, like I said earlier, I'm just taking it day by day. I don't know how I'm going to end up, but doing the best I can, trying to work through the pain. And here comes Try. I just found a little snake along the trail. I zoomed in, so he's not as big as he looks. He's probably only maybe 2.5 feet long. I'm going to give him a minute to move on his way, and then we'll continue. It's break time. I'm enjoying a Kind protein bar. It's yummy. Try's got peanut butter.
And Nutella.
And Nutella, yum. And we found a nice little log to sit on. We've gone about a little more than 2.5 miles today, and we were making better time than we did yesterday, even though it's still hot and muggy, so we're happy. Happy as two unhappy hikers can be.
Zen.
We're still zen. Okay.
We're zen.
We're still working on the zen thing. All right, this is Stan the man.
Hello.
He's friends with Try, and he also watches my channel, and
Yep.
he hiked out to meet us today and give us a ride from 183, and he's an angel and brought frozen Powerade that I am going to put on this aching knee, and then when it's warmed up, I'm going to drink it. Okay, so this is how hikers do breakfast. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ben.
Good morning.
He just went and fetched us breakfast from McDonald's. We stayed in a hotel last night because we were wet and soggy and stinky, and we had a great meal, and we were just happy.
Yeah.
And big news, sad news. This little knee of mine is not going to let me hike anymore, but these two are going to go do some good hiking today while I hang out.
You know why your knee hurts.
Why is my knee hurt?
What's everything's fault?
Oh, Abdul later has a concussion. Try's concussion is my excuse for everything.
Oh, yeah. You're confused because I have a concussion. Your knee hurts because I have a concussion.
Exactly. That's how things work.
Hopefully I can stay healthy.
Yeah, watch out. It's contagious.
Yeah, right.
Hey there. I am chilling in the Port Clinton Pavilion this morning. It's Sunday morning. It's kind of a quiet morning, which is nice. And all the hikers who were here just headed out a little bit ago to go to Cabela's. They have a shuttle that runs people over to Hamburg so they can do shopping. And they're very hiker friendly there, which is really nice. But I am here. Number one, I don't need to go to Cabela's because I don't need any resupply because I am going home a couple days earlier than planned because my knee is just so jacked up that I can barely put weight on it at times. It gets a little bit better with some movement, but then it gets really painful again later in the day. And I woke up this morning and I just knew that hiking was not the right thing. As we had planned to do about 6 miles uphill from Palmerton going northbound, and then I was going to continue on towards Eckville and Bake Oven Knob, and I just knew the minute I woke up that that was not the right thing to do. I've been trying for the past week really to hike on it and hoping it would get better, and it just seems like it's getting worse. Yesterday we were hiking slow because Try, she's got the concussion and she's doing a great job coming back and has been hiking really well, and I realized that I was actually slowing us down because I was going slower than her because of all the pain that I had. And even when we got stuck in the pouring rain, I couldn't move too fast to get us to Stan's car, Stan the man who came to help us out for a couple days and hike with Try. So anyway, it was really a painful day yesterday, 8 miles in I think 6 hours, so just pitifully slow. And I think as much as I hate to go home, as much as I hate to admit that this section is done, that listening to my body is what I need to do. And it makes me sad. I've shed a few tears, but in the end I think if I get home and get healthy and then come back again and fill in these last few little gaps, that long term that'll be the best thing so that I can keep hiking and don't do any permanent damage to my knee, since I don't really know what's going on. And just a guess, just so you know, is I think that when I was going downhill into Boiling Springs, I think that downhill was kind of aggravated the tendon on the inside of my knee. I can't remember the exact name of it. It's the MCL medial something ligament. And so I think that got aggravated because it started hurting when I took my zero in Boiling Springs, and then it's just gotten worse and worse. The steep downhill into Duncannon really aggravated it, and then some other downhills. And I'm okay on the uphills, but the downhills, and then with the rocks where you have to kind of march step, lift your knees real high and you're stepping sideways and crisscross and stuff to just navigate the rocks, really aggravates it. So it's been a very painful week the past week, and I've had a great time. It was wonderful to be able to hike with Try, which I wasn't expecting. That was a nice surprise. It was great to hike with Stan a little bit yesterday and all the other folks that I've met, but unfortunately it's time for me to rest up and then get on a plane and head home and start plotting my next trip to the trail once I'm all healed up.